In this section, we'll be looking at horizontal reflections, and this is done by reflecting graphs over the y-axis, as if the y-axis was a mirror. Let's see an example of a horizontal reflection, and then we'll write out the algebraic expression. Again, we're living on the xy plane. Let's go ahead and let our function f of x be given by the graph in red. If we wanted to reflect our red graph over the y-axis, this would be done by the following function. While the y values and the x values are changing in this particular picture, what happens is the negative x values, when we plug them into our function, become the positive y values, and the positive x values of our blue graph go to the negative y values of our red graph. Algebraically, we can encode this information just by composing our original function with a negative x here. So to horizontally reflect in this picture, let's go ahead and summarize how this is done using an equation on the next page. So to reflect f of x over the y-axis, we're going to do the following. All we need to do is we just need to replace our f of x with g of x. Our g of x function is going to be f composed with negative x here. Another way to say this is we're going to evaluate instead at negative x. Let's go ahead and look at an example. Here, we want to go ahead and write an equation for the given function f of x after applying a reflection along the y-axis and then a reflection along the x-axis. Let's start off with the function that they give us. This is going to be f of x, and then we'll apply our reflection along our y-axis. This is given by our function now, f of negative x. And once we've obtained this, let's go ahead and apply our reflection along the x-axis. This is going to be given by a negative 1 times our f of negative x. And this is our solution.